Hi everybody, it's Dandruff with your news cartridge for Friday, May 5th, 2017. Happy Cinco de Mayo to everyone. Today celebrates the day Mexico beat the French in the Battle of Puebla. But this isn't a history channel, it's video game news. And if you're still on the hunt to play something this weekend, then how about Rocket League, because Steam is not only hosting a free weekend, but if you like it, you can buy it with a 30% off discount at $13.99 US dollars, $13.99 euros, $10.49 British pounds, or your regional equivalent. Next up, we have a delay for World of the West on Wii U, and there is no other information about when it will release other than in a few weeks. Hopefully it doesn't mean it gets cancelled in favor of coming to the Switch. Coming to PS4 is Zero Time Dilemma, part of the Zero Escape trilogy. However, it won't be here until August 18th later this year. The next game coming to us from Cly Entertainment, the makers of Don't Starve, is called Oxygen Not Included, and it finally has a Steam launch date of May 18th. Just to note though, it will be part of Steam's Early Access program. Speaking of Early Access, the timer has finally ticked down and the Long Darks reveal is here. It is indeed story mode that many people, including myself, had suspected. Story mode launches on August 1st, the same day The Long Dark leaves Early Access. Details are now out for Injustice 2's DLC, a game that hasn't released yet. It almost makes you think that they just cut it out of the base game, but it's Warner Brothers. They wouldn't do that, right? Included will be Starfire, the Red Hood, and the classic Mortal Kombat character, Sub-Zero. One of the hottest games lately, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds has a passionate developer and is already trying to port the game to Xbox One as soon as possible. If you're an Xbox One gamer and excited to play PUBG, then let me know in the comment section down below. We have our first video of Darksiders 3, and it looks pretty damn good. If you want to see the whole 12-minute video, there is a link to it down below. Niantic has started hosting an event for Pokemon Go called Worldwide Bloom. Starting today and ending on May 8th, Grass-type Pokemon will be much more plentiful. Moving on from there, the memification of Bob Ross continues, and he is getting his own skin for Sylvanas in Smite. This DLC rolls out on May 9th for PC and May 16th for console, and costs 700 gems, Smite's in-game currency. In other MOBA news, Dota 2 is getting a co-op campaign mode and will only be available for owners of the 2017 Battle Pass, which has the price tag of $10 US dollars, or your regional equivalent. In yesterday's video, I said I would call out Prey on any performance issues that may be there, and I am happy to say game's actually performing pretty well. Truth be told though, I'd be happy either way because that's what I set myself up for. If the game is good, then I rejoice in a well-performing game. If it's bad, well, then we all tear it to shreds and let the devs pick up the pieces. But performance issues aside, the game is not without its flaws because an infinite item bug was discovered by using the in-game recycling center to double items in your inventory. And Prey does not have a proper FOV slider. Best of all, Bethesda recommends you change this by editing a .ini file that contains all the game's settings. Through this same method, you can even disable some of the many splash screens. And a little bit more to note on what Arcane had said about Steam refunds being just as good as demos. What does Valve have to say about your policy? Typical Valve is quiet and have not commented on the matter, but a quick Google search to the Steam forum has the community agreeing that refunds should not be used this way. The Steam refund FAQ page says that it is not a way of getting free games, and refunds may be refused. Bethesda, Arcane, what happens if your refund is refused? I hope I've proven my point. And finally today, Blizzard has released Overwatch in China, and because of a certain Chinese law, they've had to disclose odds of outcomes for loot boxes. Every box opened will contain at least one rare item, which is represented by the color blue. An epic item is purple in color and comes once every 5.5 boxes. Legendary items are gold and appear once every 13.5 boxes. My suspicion is that the odds have been changed for China, but they cannot be too far off the standard version of the game, and you can bet Blizzard is not going to talk about it. I've struggled with the idea of loot boxes in Overwatch since the game's launch. I feel they're completely unnecessary, they just provide another revenue stream for Blizzard, and they're a false sense of progression. Do you think this information is useful, and will it influence your decision to buy loot boxes in the future? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, please. Once again, it's time for Monday's game releases, because I'm off for the next 2 days, because I'm going to buy 1,000 loot boxes and open them all at once. For PC, Runaway, Metin 2, and The Astral Hero. Thank you very much, everybody. This has been News Cartridge. I am Dandruff. I will see you on Monday. And Rick Ashley will let you borrow any movie in his Disney collection except one. He's never going to give you up. You all just got rickrolled. Ha! Oh, great. I'm going to get a bunch of dislikes now on this video. Okay, so let's see. What do we got today? We got some Prey stuff. We got some purple stuff. Oh, hey, Sunny D. No, I don't know. There's really not a lot going on this week at all. Like, the biggest stuff that happened was the whole Prey bullshit that's going on with Bethesda and Arcane. And I questioned myself something while I was filming this. Is Bethesda making the game, or is Arcane making the game? Because it seems as though Bethesda's talking a lot for Arcane, when Arcane should be doing their talking about the settings in the game and whatnot. Not Bethesda. Bethesda only produced, or only published it. They're the ones who actually produced and developed the game. So what, is this Bethesda saying these things, or is this Arcane saying these things? I don't know. I really don't know. Did Bethesda recommend changing the INI file for the game settings, or did Arcane recommend this? I don't know. I don't know why Bethesda would recommend that. I think it was Bethesda who recommended it, but wouldn't it be the developer who recommends that sort of thing? What's going on? What's going on with this? Bethesda does not seem like a good company. They're seeming to be on the, like, I'm ranking them lately below in terms of like customer friendliness and like, you know, companies that actually give a shit. I'm ranking them below EA and Ubisoft now. They're still above Konami, because who the fuck isn't? But like, damn, like, it's like EA is actually above Ubisoft lately. I don't know how either. Then Bethesda, then Warner Brothers, then Konami. Like, what is going on? Bethesda used to be decent. It used to be a decent company. Granted, they put out, you know, games that were as wide as an ocean and as depth as a puddle, full of bugs. Specifically referring to Skyrim. Skyrim, I know, had a huge laundry list of things that were wrong with it on launch. But I mean, that's an 11-year-old game. That's, you know, it's actually older than that. Holy shit. Actually, I don't know if it was it 2006 that was out? I thought it was 2006. I don't know. But it's still a decade-old game. Like, they fixed all those problems, you know. And not only that, like, it was such a huge undertaking for the time. I don't blame them for having a couple hundred bugs in the game, you know, releasing it in the state they did. It mostly worked, right? Let's see what else is going on. I have a live stream that we're going to be talking about news with Gar Blue Moon tomorrow. I forgot to put links to his channel in the last time. I'll be sure to have an announcement go up tomorrow at some point that I'm doing a podcast with Gar Blue Moon. He's wonderful wonderful Twitch streamer, really good guy. He uploads to YouTube sometimes. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun, talk about game news. Probably gonna talk about Prey a lot. Maybe we'll talk about Ice Poseidon, because I did not cover Ice Poseidon at all, and that Ice Poseidon stuff is really interesting. So I don't know what else to do. Happy Cinco de Mayo out there to everybody who is Mexican, or if you just celebrate Cinco de Mayo because you can. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Yay! Everybody thinks it's Mexican Independence Day. It's not Mexican Independence Day. I don't know when Mexican Independence Day is. All I know is that in America, like, a lot of Americans celebrate Cinco de Mayo because it's another reason to get drunk. I'm okay with that. It's fine. What else is there? Fuck Konami. Nintendo needs to make more things. Bethesda's a piece of shit. Steam refund policy. Let's see. Blizzard can do no wrong. Alright, I think I'm done for today. No, Blizzard totally can do wrong. I don't know if you see me. I will give Blizzard a lot of shit. I give Blizzard quite a bit of shit. But it's because I really care about them. I really like them. And they haven't done anything too terrible. Lately they're up this whole, like, we need to make more money thing. You know, Blizzard, the guys who still own the biggest MMORPG on the planet, that get, you know, $15 a month every month from at least 4 million people, I think. It's got to be at least 4 million people. But at one point they had 12 million people giving them $15 a month. Holy shit. You know, wow, for months on end. That's crazy. Granted, exchange rates and everything is not exactly $15 a month everywhere, but I just realized, like, wow, that's a really ignorant statement, Dandruff. That's like saying every country around the world has the same spending power as the United States. No, that's really ignorant, Dandruff. Jeez. I'm going to get myself in trouble. So why don't I just end the end cart now? Okay, let's end it now. Do we want to do anything for, like, let me know what game you're playing over the weekend. Let me know what game you're playing. Maybe we'll join. Oh, don't forget to go play Rocket League. Really, go play Rocket League. It's a fun game. I know it's kind of old now. It's like it's almost 2 years old, but still, it's still a hoot and a holler. They're still Psyonix is still updating that game. Psyonix in terms of, like, my developers, like, my favorite developers, CD Projekt Red, Psyonix are up there with Blizzard. Like, those guys are just up there doing, you know, making good games. Blizzard's like, give me all your money. But, you know, they're still making good games. All right, we're done. Let me know what game you're playing over the weekend. Click over here to join my channel. Yes, join the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Click over here to watch yesterday's episode where we talked about Arcane Studios and Prey and Steam demos and blah 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 blah. Put out some goddamn review copies, Bethesda. Change that whole stupid policy. It's just anti-consumer. Bye, everybody. See you tomorrow, Monday. Play some games. Bye.